So in this episode, we're going to be discussing everything from YouTube growth, AI technology, scaling your platform, and crypto since 2017. Stay tuned and watch till the end for some market tips. Hello and welcome back to yet another episode here at Bet Talks. My name is Rick Godds and I am joined here today with not only a personal friend, but he is a YouTuber, crypto influencer. He has over 1 million YouTube subscribers, the one and only Professor Crypto. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Thank you for having me.
Brilliant stuff. Wow. I mean, with all this success that's happening and even moving forward, how did this all begin?
Absolutely. So the way that I started my YouTube channel, I was actually looking for resources myself to learn about crypto, blockchain, Web3, everything in the space. And I found that it was quite scarce, you know. Back about 6.5 years ago was when this all started. And at that point in time, I was doing some research on YouTube and I had found some creators on there that were creating some content in the space. And I didn't find that it was sufficient enough in terms of my hunger for the information and educational aspect of it. At that point in time, I decided to do a lot of due diligence myself, scour the internet and teach myself about these aspects within the space. And I guess that's where you could say my YouTube channel name came about. Professor Crypto was, I found myself wanting to kind of show off these projects, review videos, information within the space to people on my channel. And that's how it all started, man.
Brilliant, brilliant. I mean, obviously, your channel, your YouTube channel, has blown up within the last 6-7 years.
Thank you. Yes, it's been 6.5 years. Yeah.
6.5 years.
Yeah.
So, when was actually the first time that you was involved in cryptocurrency?
Yeah. So the first time would have been, I guess it would have been December of 2017. I made some investments in cryptocurrency. They weren't good investments, as you can imagine. As I said, I mean, back in the day, you know, there wasn't many informational avenues for me to gather this information and really be able to educate myself in a way to make these smart decisions when it came to these investments. So they were poor investments, to say the least, and from there resulting in loss.
Okay. Wow, I mean, that is a very early stage within the market. I mean, here at Bet Talks, we cover all different topics, varying from crypto, iGaming, everything emerging tech. So thank you for being here with us. I want to know more about your story. I mean, it's very inspiring. I mean, what you've done is mind-blowing within the social media world. Your YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers. Tell me a little bit more about your channel. Where's your engagement coming from? Where are people reaching out from, and where are people subscribing from?
Sure, absolutely. So first thing I'm going to say is shout out to all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for always supporting the channel. It's been a long road, but we finally got there. 1 million. Thank you again for watching.
Woo! 1 million subscribers, man.
Absolutely, yes. So to answer your question, Ricky, where are people subscribing from? Where are my largest audiences from? Well, I could say to answer that question accurately, I'd have to take a look at my YouTube geos again, because that is changing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, as you know, with the statistic counts that they have there. But what I will say, from what I do read in the comments and from what I do see from people on my other socials as well, is it seems to be quite of a worldwide audience. And I say that in a sense that, as you know, we attend a lot of international events in every continent. Yeah. Right, and this goes across the span of the entire year. Yeah. Check out our international event videos as well, guys. We got a lot of juicy stuff on there. But this is where I think people have seen the exposure of the channel grow, because again, the first event that I attended, this was the Litecoin Summit in 2018 in San Francisco. I'll never forget this event. This was the first event that I was ever flown out to. Shout out Litecoin Summit again. And you know, this was an amazing event in a sense that I was able to get my feet wet and really tap into, I guess you could say, more of a local North American audience, but we had a lot of international people there, a lot of people from Asia. And then from there, I started getting flown out all across the world. And then that's when the channel really started growing.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say that, you know, we started out with our local North American audience. And then from there, we were able to tap in to other audiences around the world. I would say Asia was a big pickup. We got a big push from Asia, a lot of Asian events that we did cover over the years. And from there, man, you know, it just kind of took off worldwide.
My man, mate, this is very inspiring stuff. I mean, obviously you are touching the unreachable. I mean, what advice would you give to businesses within the social media space that are trying to increase their subscribers throughout YouTube? Yeah. I mean, obviously the market back in 2017 was completely different to what we're looking at now. Yep. What advice would you give, having such big engagement and such big following? What advice would you give to new starters within the social media space?
So for someone who's trying to be successful in the social media space, I would say always keep your focus on creating more content, new content, juicy. I like the word juicy content. I would say YouTube is like the lottery in a sense that the more videos you make, the more tickets you have of winning the lottery. All it takes is one video to go viral for you to be very, very successful on YouTube. And we've seen that happen with a lot of creators over the years. I would say one of the videos that really helped me go really viral, I attended an event back here in Dubai in 2022. I was flown out to an event at the Burj Al Arab, and we had some really big celebrities there. We had Rick Ross, Gianluca Vacchi, we had Alessandro Del Piero. Wow. This was a fire event. That video has over 2.4 million views on our channel, guys. That is the most viewed video on our channel. Make sure and check it out. But this is something that I would recommend to creators: is never give up. You know, keep your eye on the prize and continue producing that content. Yeah. Because the more content that you produce, the higher chance you have of winning.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you have a full media team that follows you around. Obviously I see you on the road. We've just come back from Sao Paulo, Brazil, where we was out at a Sigma conference, for example. But obviously we work with several different expos globally. And this media team you have that follows you around, I mean, I've seen your content. Check out the YouTube channel, obviously Professor Crypto. I mean, you're getting minimum of 100 to 200,000 views per video. How much work actually goes into these videos with the editing and everything?
So a lot of work goes into these videos. First off, I'm gonna shout out AIBC, shout out Sigma. Love you guys. Thank you for always having us at your events. What I am going to say as well, just to correct you there, not every one of our videos is going to minimum 100 to 200K views. It'll really depend on the content. I aspire for those numbers, of course, but not all of our videos hit that. Now, sorry, what was the other part of your question?
So I was touching on how much work goes into these videos. So obviously you have a full media team behind you. I've seen your content. It's incredible.
Yeah, thanks, man. So a lot of work goes into our videos. So to start with the international event videos, the ones that we cover with Sigma, AIBC, and other companies worldwide, these videos are incredibly time consuming. And I say that in a sense that we're always shooting content, we're always vlogging. Guys, check out the Instagram, the story highlights. You're gonna see every country in the world, anywhere that we are, always the camera is rolling. Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, it's all there. Yeah. So the work is evident there, guys. You'll see it there. In terms of the actual videos, the editing is probably the longest part of the whole thing. Making sure that the quality is produced is something that I always keep at the hierarchy of my team. That's something that I always want produced. I want quality over quantity. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's something that we all know and we all keep that at heart. The team of Professor Crypto. So again, shout out my team as well. They work very, very hard to continuously produce these videos and make sure that they're edited properly. But again, these are aspects that you don't see other YouTubers putting into their work. I don't know if you've checked out other YouTubers in the space, and I'm not throwing shade on anyone here, but our channel is a channel that it's rare in a sense that you don't see other YouTubers getting flown out to these events and covering these events, right? We're exclusive for that reason. This is an exclusive aspect of our channel, is covering international events. So yeah, a lot of work goes into it. And then on the other side of the videos, you have my crypto classes. So those are what I shoot in my studio. I shoot these back home, and I shoot them overseas when I'm overseas. But essentially, these are crypto reviews of different projects that I find interesting and that I want to air on the channel. It could be different meme coins, could be different utility coins, wallets, exchanges, NFTs, you name it. We'll cover it on the channel.
Brilliant stuff. So I know personally that you have now moved out to the UAE. You are now based in Dubai, which obviously is a crypto hub. The rapid growth of innovation for crypto in the UAE is mind-blowing. And within your reach and your following, your subscribers, you need to be based in Dubai.
Absolutely.
How do you see that growing for you and growing even more?
So first of all, shout out Dubai, shout out UAE, shout out government. This is a fantastic country. I love being here. Thank you for having me as always. And what I'm gonna say in terms of growth, it's a great spot to be, man. A lot of networking. Everyone in the industry is here. A lot of events.
A lot of events.
So it's a great place. It's a great Web3 hub. It's a great progressive country. Very friendly to the space. So I think it's going to be a good thing.
Fantastic.
Good thing moving forward.
Well, like I say, here at Bet Talks, we're very happy to have you here, and what an inspiring story you have. 7 years of growth is fantastic. At Bet Talks, we do cover, like I say, crypto gaming, which is another subject I want to touch base on. So
sure.
The gaming regulations and licensing within the UAE are rapidly moving in a positive direction, with new casino talks, land-based happening. What is your thoughts on that? How do you see crypto combining with gaming, crypto casinos popping up? When you got in the space, there was none of this happening.
Very rare. Yeah. So now that's becoming all mainstream, and I think it's pretty cool. The beautiful thing, Ricky, about crypto is that it's decentralized. So in that aspect, it makes it a lot easier for people to place their bets or have their gaming experience through crypto. You have a lot less roadblocks when putting your money up on platforms or cashing it out or whatever it may be. So it's decentralized, right? That's the best way to put it. And I think that with it being implemented in the UAE slowly as well, we also have seen that massive casino that they're building, that massive complex. Again, shout out UAE for that. It's gonna be quite the scene to see in a few years, man, because I think that it's going to be a real hub for the region, and it's going to bring a lot of revenue, a lot of tourism. It's going to be really good for the country.
Agreed. And this is obviously here at Bet Talks what we are covering. We're covering licensing legislation, bringing people in to get their feedback on what's happening within the UAE gaming, how it's integrating with crypto, and all emerging tech. Now, obviously, you're here in Dubai to grow yourself. You are an influencer, so you are influencing people on your movements within the space. What you've done in the last 7 years is wow. What does the next 7 years hold?
So, Ricky, one thing that I hold myself accountable to all the time is self-growth and personal growth. This is something that I hold dear to myself in my own personal goals. And I'm always trying to strive for the next thing and excel myself further. I would like to become bigger in the space. I would like to partner up with a lot of the leading providers in the crypto space, and I'd like to grow the brand even further. This is something that's been my life's work at this point, and I think that there's a lot of good things coming, and we have a bright future.
Good answer. Good answer. So you have a huge influence within the crypto sector. Are you paid by brands to promote them, such as tokens, etc.?
So it really depends. I mean, the short answer for that is yes. Some of the videos are sponsored, and again, this is being 100% transparent with you here. This is something that I have a research team for, so they'll research the projects and make sure that they're vetted properly. Something that's going to be good for the channel and the reputation of the channel, and then from there, we'll perhaps strike a deal on partnering up with them with their native token or a USDT deal or whatever we can come to as a mutual benefit for both parties.
Okay.
Yes.
Brilliant. And obviously the UAE now obviously fast growing with talks of the gaming sector. You have obviously previous experience within the crypto sector. Do you see crypto as gambling?
Good question. Very, very, very good question. Now, the way that I'm going to answer this question is, first of all, I'm going to say crypto can be gambling. It can be, okay? And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people like me at the beginning don't do their research and they just throw their money in and they would just wait to see what happens, or they do what their friends doing, do what their family is doing, you know? This is gambling. Yeah. I believe the definition of gambling is along the lines of that, right? Now, where crypto is not gambling, in a sense, is where I would say people do their due diligence, they do their research, they watch the project, they read the white paper, they do their homework. You know what I mean? And in that sense...
So what's the next project that's coming to the market?
Secret. The secret. No, but...
What concoction is the professor mixing up?
Professor does not give financial advice. You'll read that on all of my videos.
This is not a financial advice podcast. We do not promote gaming companies. We do not... we are not affiliated with any gaming companies. This is purely debates here at Bet Talks. And... I think it's a great answer what you just said, that if you don't do your research within the market, it is classed as gambling. That it comes across as gambling. You're taking a risk. You're blindly gambling in the crypto.
You don't know what's going on, right? So, yeah.
Correct. So no tips here at Bet Talks today then.
Well, there's one tip that I'll give you, and it's do your homework, do your due diligence, do your research. Don't just jump into what people say, including myself. When you watch one of my videos, what do I say in all my videos? Do your due diligence, right? So that's something that I always believe in. And I say that because I've been burned in that sense. I didn't do my homework on a lot of projects and I've lost a lot of money, right? So this is something that I always preach to my audience. This is something that you always have to keep in mind. It is the #1 rule of cryptocurrency. Every single person who knows cryptocurrency, who has been in the market, will tell you the #1 rule is do your due diligence. Yeah.
Good answer. Great answer. Take that advice on board, guys. So I know personally, because we are very, very good friends, and like I say, I'm so happy to have you here on the show. I want to know, like, obviously you've just moved now to Dubai. I know you're doing bits within the AI sector. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, so I think AI is definitely going to be the future as well. You know, we got a bright future with AI, assuming that we don't let them take over the world and kill us all. But, you know, but it's a little bit of a scary thought sometimes. But no, AI is great, man. AI is good for a lot of things. Again, just be careful how you use it, and yeah, just use it to our advantage. You know, that's what I think. I think you know, innovation is, again, always something that should be considered within the world, you know, and this is what progresses humanity.
Are you currently promoting AI companies within the UAE?
I think there's a few crypto AI projects that we did cover on the channel. I'd have to take a look again. We look at a lot of projects, guys, but there are a few on the channel. Yes, I don't know if they're within the UAE though.
Okay. One last question before we bring this to an end.
Sure.
It's been very engaging,
Sure.
and I've really enjoyed it. Legislation, regulation, licensing. Where do you see things going? Do you see things in the crypto space, for example? Do you see things becoming more open or more restricted?
Okay. Now, which country are you talking about?
Within the UAE.
Within the UAE, okay. Well, I think the UAE has been very, very friendly to the space so far. A lot of the conferences, as we talked about, take place here. And I think that in this stage, we can only see a progression of things getting better. That's my personal opinion about it. I think before, when crypto was a little bit younger, things were a lot sketchier. People were getting scammed. Things were weird. Now it's a lot more transparent, I find. And I think that there's a lot better quality businesses that are coming out, a lot better quality projects, more events for people to attend and educate themselves. So I think that this is all being taken into consideration by the governments around the world, not just the UAE, in a sense that people are realizing that crypto is not going away. It's not going anywhere. If anything, mass adoption is happening faster than at any rate that it has in history, aside from 2021, of course, when we saw that crazy bull run. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, we just saw the most recent Bitcoin halving happen again. Last one was in 2020. And, we all saw what the market did in 2021, right? Right after that halving, we saw what happened. So, fingers crossed for 2025 that we're going to see some crazy numbers, guys. Keep your eyes on the charts.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I think we're gonna see some good regulation, some good healthy regulation coming. We already have some good healthy regulation here in the UAE, but I think worldwide we're going to see some good stuff too.
Okay, Professor. So I know your market is the crypto space, but obviously you are on the road globally throughout 5 different continents promoting gaming operators, new and up-and-coming operators. You're speaking with C-levels, you're speaking with founders on a global scale. What feedback are you getting from these operators on the market?
Yeah, so I think a lot of these operators they're doing some good work in this space. They're trying to grow their businesses. I interact with most of them at our Sigma conferences, as you know. So if you guys want to see some of those interviews, check out the Sigma videos. The feedback that I'm getting and the feeling from them is that they're going to be bringing the gaming space to a whole new level within the future. There's a lot of innovation and growth happening in the sector. And again, playing its part within that is crypto and the decentralization of the payment methods, withdrawals, deposits, that kind of thing. So some of my favorite brands, shout out One Win, shout out Beck Construct, love you guys. But yeah, they're great,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And just to finalize, I know you've just hit 1 million subscribers, and I know you've treated yourself to something. Can I see what it is?
Yes, sir. We got a custom ring here.
That is a baller's ring. That's like that's an NFL baller's ring.
It's a championship.
It's
ring.
a championship ring.
It's a championship ring. Yes.
Well,
yes.
Congratulations on that, and
thank you, bro.
what a great ring. Huh?
Yeah. So this actually has Prof written on one side.
Okay.
And then it's got crypto on the other side. So it's got my name on it, and it's got a giant play button on the top.
Fantastic stuff. And that is what you get for hitting 1 million YouTube subscribers.
Absolutely, yes. Custom designed by me myself. Shout out my jeweler again. Thank you very much for this beautiful piece. I'm very happy with it.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you. The future is bright. Keep an eye on the channel, Professor Crypto. Follow him on the road. And the future is bright here at Bet Talks. I want to thank you very much for being here on the show with us. It's been fantastic. I want to congratulate you on your success over the last 7 years. And I look forward to seeing what you're doing in the future.
Thanks very much,
Thanks
Ricky.
for your time.
I really appreciate you having me.
Thank you for your
man.
time.
Cheers,
Thank
man.
you. Cheers. Cool. It's hot in here.